Hey, what's going on? It's Sean J. Harris here with Thousandfold Capital Group, and I'm here with my buddy Jay Miller, and Jay is the CEO, owner, and founder of No Pain Fitness. So Jay, welcome, brother. I appreciate you having me here.
Yes, sir. Yes,
and
sir. Always.
Jay is one of my students of Generational Wealth Academy, and he has built a business. But before we get started now, I want Jay just kind of tell a little bit about him, where he's from, and what got you into fitness.
Well, you know, I came up as a kid into fitness.
Okay.
It came with me. I got started probably about 14 years old.
Okay.
So, you know, I always had a love for the gym, carried it with me through adulthood. Actually gained weight as an adult.
Okay.
Right about my mid-20s.
Gotcha.
And after I gained the weight, I got the idea that basically I could help people who basically went through the same thing I did. You know, came up
Gotcha.
probably in shape or active as a kid, and through circumstances of life gained weight and try to get back to their former selves.
All right, gotcha.
So that's where No Pain comes from. The words no pain, they also come from Rocky IV. When he was training for the Russian, and his main thing his trainer kept telling him was no pain, to fight through whatever he was going through. So that's a phrase that basically can be used anytime, you know what I mean? But that's a little bit before the story right there. We'll get back to that.
All right.
Anyway, became a personal trainer after losing weight. Got a job at Fitness 19 where I met you. From the get-go, Sean would always give me advice, on personal training, weightlifting, transformation tips. He was always somebody who I could count on. And that's very important for somebody who just became a personal trainer, especially right out the gate when they're starting in a gym, don't really know much, and they're really learning as they go. And that's kind of how I was. You know, I learned really pretty much as I go. Experience was my best teacher, you know what I mean? But other than that, worked at Fitness 19 for about, 7 years?
Yeah, it's been quite a while.
6 years.
Now, let me ask you this, Jay. What did you see for yourself at that time? You were a personal trainer at the fitness center, but what did you see for yourself long term? Did you see working there long term, or how did that look for you?
You know, I honestly, and this is the most honest I could ever be right here. You know, I used to have nightmares of getting fired.
Really?
I would have literally nightmares, and then wake up like, I still got my job, but I'm straight.
Gotcha.
But the more I think about it, those dreams, those nightmares were the Lord preparing me for not being there anymore.
I hear that.
You know what I'm saying? Because I would really literally be in a dream, and it would be either getting fired or just the job would be ending. And I was very passionate about the job because of the connections and the people who I worked with, seeing kids growing up, you know, all types of stuff, you know what I mean? So it's just when I wake up, I was like, man, like I said, you know, I still got my job, so I'm straight.
Gotcha.
But, you know, hey, here we are.
Did you come from a family of entrepreneurs? Did anybody else in your family own businesses before?
My family, they come from, originally from Memphis, Tennessee.
Okay.
And there are numerous entrepreneurs among them, you know what I mean? You know, over the years coming up as a kid, my mom and dad had businesses.
Cool.
In Memphis, my grandmother, she had neighborhood sundries. Uncles were how you got great uncle or whatever, you know what I mean? Have their own nightclubs around that time.
Gotcha.
So it's throughout.
So you've been around entrepreneurship before.
You know, bloodline through that.
Sounds
you know
good.
Yeah.
Well, let me ask you this. Well, how did you transform yourself, or as you said, you had the nightmares, but once you got that aha moment, that click, how did that start progressing for you to actually start your own business and to go ahead and leave corporate America as a professional trainer?
Well, I actually got fired from Fitness 19.
Okay.
I actually got fired from Fitness 19, so them dreams actually, I guess, will get me ready. And I went to an independent training facility, and I was blessed that the majority of my clients came with me.
Okay.
And while at the training facility, it just started, I started getting a feeling like I could be doing this for myself. You know, it almost grew into a sickness almost, to where I was starting to leave there unhappy, because it was not because of the place and the people. I actually appreciate the owner of the place. That's my guy. You know what I mean? He gave me some great advice, and I learned a lot while I was there with him.
Got it.
But at the same time, I just started feeling like, I could do this for myself. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Like, and I started feeling like, I don't know if you ever saw those Hobbit movies. Remember when those elves, the dwarves, their whole thing was getting back to the mountain.
Right. Gotcha.
You know what I mean? And this is my mountain over here. You know what I'm saying? Like, this place is
good
my
analogy.
mountain. Serious business, yeah.
Good
And
analogy.
I always said that once No Pain got where it was going to be, I was going to really go for that spot over there. But, that's a different story.
Okay.
But right now, it was just about getting back over in this area where I got my start from. This is where, like, I became, Jay Miller. This is where No Pain was born over here. You know what I mean? It was already... the seed was already planted, but this is where like grew life over here. You know what I mean? This one area over here. And not saying it won't grow to other areas, and not saying it can't go to other areas, but it was important to me to start here. You know what I mean?
I got it as your foundation.
Yeah.
Well, let's back up a little bit.
Okay.
When you and I were at the gym, I remember the one day in particular.
Priceless advice.
What advice was that I gave you?
Holding the class. This is good for future personal trainers too.
Okay, Jay. So, share a little bit about the advice that I gave you at the fitness center when we first met.
I'll just be like about connection with class members, connection with class members, building more energy, more morale, more personality in a class. You know what I mean? Because it'll be multiple people. You know what I mean? And even though it's like everybody as a whole, rock and rolling is important to, tell that one or two people, hey, keep going, you know what I mean, keep pushing, yeah.
And I remember, I think you had, that day you probably had about 8 to 10 folks, if I recall, they were all working out.
Yeah.
And I particularly remember I told you, get down on the floor.
Oh, yeah.
And call the people by their names.
Oh, yeah.
Do the exercise with them. Because in training, it's easy to tell somebody to do something, but it's another thing to get them to get that extra gumption by us actually getting down on the floor. And weeks later, you end up growing your business.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
how did the clientele grow from there weeks after that?
Definitely getting more personal, like, not personal, but like, more like, connected, you know what I mean?
Gotcha.
That definitely went a long way because, people appreciate someone who's trying to help them genuinely. You know what I'm saying?
Got it.
And, getting down and showing these people, you know what I mean, hey, keep going, that lets them know that you're there for that purpose.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And people only care when they know that you care about them.
Bingo.
So, so since you've been on your own, tell us about that when you first got started.
Okay.
Did you have a lot of capital to get started?
Nope.
Or how did life look for Jay at that particular time when you was getting started?
I was feeling the swell in my stomach to get my own, was looking, for a place.
Okay.
Because I would always, do my little numbers and figure, all right, well, I can get this or I can get that. And the Lord blessed me and I saw this place available. And it just so happened to be right in my range, and I made some stuff happen. I gathered every penny I could, and I made it happen,
Did you have much support from the family?
I did. I had a lot of support from, a lot of support. Just, family, my wife, family, friends.
Got it. So how was it as far as getting your clientele? I know you said many of the clientele came up with you.
Yeah.
What have you done over the years? Too bad, because we're 3 years now.
Yeah, 3 years.
Continue to move forward. So
yeah.
What have you done? What's worked effectively for you as far as retaining your clients and then also growing additional clients?
Yeah.
What do you do?
Definitely. I advertise through social media. I advertise through social media. Word of mouth. Have a lot. Believe it or not, I got some clients who were with me from the beginning. Yeah.
And that's where that relationship building comes from that we talked about.
Yeah, big blessing.
So do you do like referral programs as well with the clients?
Yeah, I do.
Cool.
Yeah.
So how would people contact you if they wanted to contact you?
Okay.
To
My
become a
number is
client?
678-365-7689.
Okay.
My name is Jay Miller. My Instagram is No Pain Tiger Training. My Facebook is Jay Miller. Other than that, studio is 3416 Highway 124, Suite B, Snellville, Georgia 30039. Been here 3 years. January be 4 years. We got a great program. This is a training temple. We don't focus on fads. We focus on transformation. We focus on training. You know, there are places that, you know, want you to cage the side that would transform. Here's a place that encourages you to unleash the side that wants to transform.
And if I may, when you first showed me your before pictures, couldn't believe it. I'm gonna attach it to this video. But Jay had a little pudge.
No, not even a pudge. I was big.
Okay, he was a big boy.
I was big. I was overweight. I had to hold my breath to tie my shoe. But you know, we all have to become. Excuse me for saying this, but we all have to become a killer. You got to kill your old self. You have to kill your old self, and then in killing your old self, it's almost like you ever seen Interview with a Vampire?
Yes.
How you can hear wolves howling, you can see the stars in the sky clearer.
Right.
The moon even gets brighter.
Right.
That's what happens when you become the one you're supposed to be. You know what I mean?
And you've definitely done a remarkable job of that, guys. When you see the before picture and the end result that we have here, and you're still in transformation.
Still in transformation, still training. Hey, I got a phrase that the old man in the Kung Fu movies with the long beard, he's still training. So, you know, Master Yoda was still training.
I remember him. Definitely.
Yeah.
Well, let me ask you this as we close out. What does success mean to Jay?
Success to me is being able to live your passion, live your dream, live stress-free, live, you know, where you can take care of your family. You know, this place is a huge blessing to me because my family can come here. You know, a lot of times we come here, we cut the music on, we dance. You know, we just play, we run around and just, you know, have fun. You know what I mean? And that's the blessing. That's the biggest blessing right there. You know, above anything else, and that's worth everything.
Right. And you know, at the Generational Wealth Academy, it's important that we teach about legacy and building wealth creation. You know, I have my two kids, Kaden and Kennedy. They both run their own businesses.
Awesome job.
And the most important thing is that we want to be able to build empires so we can leave it to them. So tell me what generational wealth means to you as far as the importance of it. You have older kids. You also have my little Rose. That's my little buddy there. I've been there from the beginning with her, and then you got two twins now. So what's important? Where do you see business going for the Miller family, for the Miller children, and where do you want to see them and your grandchildren and subsequent generations?
You know, definitely I encourage my children, like, you know, like right now, like my boys are teenagers. My Jada, she is 4, and my twins are 2. So, you know, got plenty of time with them. But what I do with them, though, with all of them, of course, is train. You know what I mean? All of them get exposed to fitness.
Right.
I mean, the twins being here, you know, exercising, not really lifting weights, but exercising, you know, on things their level.
Right.
Jada has videos of training. And I'm actually gonna do some like YouTube channels eventually of her when she gets a little bit better in some exercise we're working on.
Sounds good.
The boys, you know, they train, but they pretty much gravitate to the sports that they pretty much, you know, have a passion for. And I encourage it, you know what I mean? You know, but all of them have been in, all of them have experienced training with me, and they know that this is a place they can train, and that's one thing that I'm going to be heavy with. But I encourage them. I'm going to encourage all of them to do what they are passionate to do. You know, if they wake up one day, like my wife's a nurse. I mean, so if the girls want to be, if Jacob, my son, if anybody wants to be a nurse, get into the medical field, hey, cool. You know what I mean? You know, whatever you're passionate about, that's what I'm with. You know what I mean? You know, I've been on countless jobs. And jobs I was miserable at, you know what I mean?
I hear you.
I mean, but when I come to no pain, You know, true enough, I may not be like, you know, where I, at the level it needs, you know, it's going to be one day.
Right, right.
But at the same time, you know, when I come in here, it's a breath of fresh air. You know what I mean? You know, because, you know, it's nothing but just it's passion, energy here.
Got it. Well, as we close out, the person out there that wants to know some good advice, feedback, what would you advise that person that's watching this video right now who wants to start a business, but they may be on the fence, of a little afraid from leaving corporate America, but they want to kind of get into the entrepreneurial mindset? What advice would you give them?
Just start small, but don't stop. You know, keep believing in yourself, you know what I mean, and make it happen. You know, you can do it. You know, I'm not gonna ever be that one to be like, quit your job. I'm not gonna ever do that, you know, but at the same time, you know, just trust your feelings, you know what I mean, pray about it, you know, things lined up for me. I knew it wasn't me, you know what I mean, it was Jesus, you know what I mean, so I'm not trying to make it seem like I'm like, you know, this, that, and the other, but at the same time, just keeping it real.
Have a spiritual grounding.
Definitely, you know, but at the same time, you know, never stop, you know, your passion, because especially for what other people say, you know, make sure you like find a way to make it happen and take your steps, and like Biggie said, only make moves when your heart's in it, and live the phrase sky's the limit.
There it is.
You know what I'm saying? You know, so you know, that's about it.
Well, I appreciate you, Jay, man. Give them one more shout out real quick. Tell them how to get in touch with you.
678-365-7689. Jay Miller. The studio is No Pain Personal Training, 3416 Highway 124, Snellville, Georgia 30039. Coming up on 4 years of business. Come through. Training Temple. We don't focus on fast, we focus on transformation.
All righty. And again, absolute pleasure speaking with you today. Glad to have you as a student of the Generational Wealth Academy.
Yes, sir, always.
And most importantly, I'm proud of you for making that decision for you and your family, for your legacy, to do great things.
Well, thank you for always giving me tips when I would see you, man. Okay. Every time I would see him, he would be like, not in no kind of like a rush to, you know, get on. He would be always willing to like give me tips, you know. I mean, one time I wrote a book. Sorry, man, I know we got wrote a book one time. You know, it's all right, but he told me how, you know, some ideas on how to make it better. You know what I mean? And it was actually good ideas. I mean, very good ideas. But you know, showed me some of his stuff, you know what I mean? You know, it wasn't, you know, because he's writing a book at the same time. And it was like, you know, it wasn't like you were like selfish with the information. He was just willing to get information. I really appreciate that, man. That's say one.
No problem, man. I appreciate you, Jay.
Always, brother.
Take care. Y'all come check my man Jay out.
Definitely, y'all. Come through. Come see me.
All right, take care.
Pain.